Let's start. Okay, ready stance. This ready stance is forming our triangles, mind, body, and spirit. The first of all, the nunchuck in Korean, we say 쌍절곤, 쌍절곤. What about Chinese?
双节棍.
Oh, I see. Okay. Sang is the two.
Double, right?
Yes,
yeah.
a double.
Right.
Okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter what weapons, the Cheonghaemusu system I teach is 18 different weapons. But it's a very simple. The weapon is a simple extend body techniques. So the theory is the same. The diagram of movement is, they have a horizontal, verticals, diagonal, figure eight, and so forth,
Right.
But each weapon has they have their own unique movements. But the theory is all the same. It's just like an empty hand, and we chopping it, which is that movements. The sword is the cutting like that. But so extend body, when I'm holding this nunchucks, my arm is that much longer. So I have a better reaching.
Do you hold in the middle?
It depends where you hold. Should I hold here or middle or closer to the string? Well, everybody depends
Situation.
situations depends on what movement you doing. Now, the beginners is better start closer to the string. It's shorter, but you can easier to control the end.
Right.
And if it's farther here, it's a lot longer. It might bring you much more power.
Right.
But then it's hard to control. Imagine this is the hammer. Amateur versus a professional, contractor, Yes. The professionals, they're holding the end, right. And then because they've been using it every day, just like the mother using the kitchen knife every day, they can hammer one or two and then nail it, right? But we as, average people, how often we holding a hammer? So we cannot able to do that.
Right.
So we're holding the very close and then they're hitting it. It's a better control. It's not powerful. Yes.
Yeah, same
so that's what it is. So I recommend to start somewhere here and here,
Okay.
And then later, in the combat, when you combat situation, you rather have a longer reach than you want to holding far end. But you have to start with it as a beginner, slowly go further and further, right?
Okay.
But yes. Anyway, so they have a different level. We have all the strikes. There's two different kinds. The strike sequence, they have the twirling.
What's twirling?
Twirling is just non-combative movements.
Okay.
So strike is a simple direct hitting it.
Okay.
But when you do the twirling, later we have over the hand. You don't do this in the combat, right?
Yes.
The fancy move is doing this for just eye-hand coordinations. So divide into two different versions. I have a different level. There's a level 1. We have 6 movements. And then after they accomplish that, and then they go next level, and level 2, another 6 horizontal move, and then third level, all the movement is the verticals, and then next levels, another verticals, and then next levels, and then with over the hand, like a horizontal, all those are twirling,
Okay.
And once you got that down, and then another level is the tossing. Yes, that's it. They have a tossing too. And once you accomplish that, and then you start to use 2 nunchuck. Now it's really complicated. But the benefit is give you good mental coordinations. Because the challenging is since you have using two of them, because then you have to divide your brain. One brain control one side, the other one control the others. Same time is starting with the same time because it's easier.
Right.
Just like we have a both hand, you're chopping it. This called the same time. Or punching, this is the same time. But there's a half time. One follow the others. So this is called the half time.
Yeah.
But then later you combine that. One do one direction, the other go other directions. One hand is a half time, but one go straight, the other one goes to the horizontal, So that's a little bit more complicated. But this is the beauty is give you a good eye-hand coordinations, give you good mental coordinations, stimulate your brain constantly. So a long time ago, I read the articles and they said it's really good for the elderly people. The worst fear when we get Alzheimer's disease, right?
Yeah.
And prevent that.
For practicing nunchucks?
Practicing nunchuck because it's constantly stimulate your brain and it's good for the hand, finger arthritis and good for your heart condition and all that.
Okay.
It is, yes, it's not easy. It's try to control this. It's not easy.
Right.
So, but the reason is, I guess because of the Bruce Lee, many people loves the nunchuck. So in the Jungye system, I start with the nunchucks. But once you understand whole theory,
right,
all the rest of the weapons you learn later, it'll be so much easier.
Because the same principle, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because this is hard.
Harder, yeah.
All the other weapons, whether it's the sword, short sticks, or bow staff, and all that is a straight, and it's a lot easier than try to control this.
So you choose a harder one.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, but they have to start from the basic. And then once they understands and develop the mental coordinations, other weapons later they learning it and much easier. So
makes sense.
So start with the first one is if you're right now, let's say if it's a combat, put your lead foot. If you're right-handed, put your right foot lead, and then this is the fighting positions. Some people wants to be fancy like that. It's up to each person's different. But I like this one because it's a straight, direct. I can hit right away. So that's why.
So right hand, then the right foot will be the...
Yes, always put right foot forward. If you're right-handed, put your right foot front, and right hand is leading it here. And then you can hit right away. You can act quick right away. Yes. Especially the nunchuck is a very deadly. If you get hit one shot, game over. If it hit your arm, your arm will break. Imagine that will hit your head. Very dangerous. We're going to cover all those things: sparring, how to defend, and how to counter, how to trap, and then we're going to do all the retentions and trap, and it can be very, very powerful and dangerous too. Very dangerous if you know how to use,
Got it.
So anyway, so let's start with the first, which is the horizontal strike to the temple, right?